Look, if I ever stoop this low just to get a man, please slap me 3 times on the same side of my face. Remember on your 6th birthday, I bought you your first pair of press-on nails, remember, boo? What are the options?
You know what the options are?
Be gay, or see somebody who likes you no matter what, Chinese, black, white, or whatever.
Sergeant Turner. Sergeant Turner. In the last 5 minutes, the volume calls in here has tripled. What the hell is going on?
Phyllis Yvonne Stickney. The name alone is iconic. The Hollywood legend who deserves way more shine than she's getting. You've seen her grace the screen in classics like What's Love Got to Do with It and New Jack City.
Were you or were you not head of the Narcotics Consortium, the murderously bloody CMB?
But trust me, she's got stories for days. This queen isn't just an actress. She's a poet, a trailblazer, and the first woman ever inducted into the famed Apollo Theater Legends Hall of Fame.
And when you get us real upset, that's when the degrees, we bring that MBA, we bring all that stuff. I beg your pardon.
She's a Hollywood powerhouse flying under the radar. How did she become so underrated? And why isn't she the talk of Tinseltown? Let's uncover the juicy details of her bold career, fearless authenticity, and the challenges she's conquered. Phyllis Yvonne Stickney was born in.
Born, not raised. Born in Little Rock, Arkansas. Raised between a lot of places.
And second child to her parents, Felix and Belle. She grew up during a time when opportunities for Black actresses were, let's say, limited. But did that stop her? Oh, absolutely not. She hit the stage like she owned it, because she did. Phyllis became one of the first African-American women to perform at the esteemed New York Shakespeare Festival. Shakespeare! For real, who else was doing that at the time? Phyllis Yvonne Stickney was one of the first comedians of color to hit the stage at the iconic Juste pour Rire Comedy Festival in Montreal. Oh, and she didn't just show up. She shared the spotlight with none other than the late John Candid. To top it off, Ed Begley Jr. himself introduced her. Talk about star power. But wait, there's more tea. Her stand-up at the legendary Apollo Theater? It was so good, it became one of the big reasons Showtime at the Apollo got the green light from the network. Imagine being that influential. Phyllis was absolutely crushing it.
For me, I was a natural comedian. I was a natural entertainer. I was a natural dancer.
So why isn't Phyllis Yvonne Stickney's name in lights? Maybe Hollywood wasn't ready for a woman of her caliber, her confidence, and that undeniable Black girl magic that she brought to every role. But let's keep it real. Hollywood isn't always kind to women who don't fit the cookie-cutter mold. And Phyllis, oh, she was way too real. And she wasn't here to play by the rules either. Rumor has it that she wasn't afraid to speak her mind on set, and we all know how that goes in a town that loves its yes people.
When I hear them talk about Black film saved Hollywood. Y'all need to learn. You need to understand.
But let's be clear, her legacy is undeniable and her impact eternal. Phyllis has always been a total powerhouse, but Phyllis is always shaking things up in Tinseltown. She's on a mission to crush typecasting and shatter those tired stereotypes for Black women on screen, and she's not afraid to ruffle some feathers along the way. She's loud, proud, and unapologetic about demanding richer, more complex roles, and word is, she's absolutely fearless about turning down some major roles because they didn't align with her values, because why settle for anything less than fabulous, right?
A junkie, a crackhead, none of that.
Naturally, this has sparked a mix of standing ovations and side eyes. Some call her a trailblazer, while others whisper that she's just a bit too much. But love her or shade her, one thing's for sure, Phyllis always keeps Hollywood buzzing with chatter.
Every time they see me, they're going to see majesty, royalty, and class.
Let's also talk about her role in Jungle Fever, shall we?
If you're in a committed relationship, then you are supposed to be able to say no. It's the art of no theory for me, okay?
Turns out, some of those jaw-dropping scenes weren't even in the script. Yep, Phyllis spilled that Spike Lee encouraged her and the cast to just let loose and go with the flow. Can you believe it? Those raw, unfiltered conversations about race and relationships were straight-up improv magic. But of course, Hollywood being Hollywood, it didn't come without a little drama. Critics started buzzing about whether all that improv blurred the lines between storytelling and real-life issues. Some called it genius, others side-eyed the whole thing. Either way, it's the kind of behind-the-scenes tea we live for. Did you hear Phyllis was her own agent? That's right. She was out here taking calls and negotiating deals like a true powerhouse.
I didn't have an agent.
Right.
That's a whole nother story. I've written a one-woman show about that because I was my own agent.
But get this, the industry couldn't stop pushing her into motherly roles just because of her age.
As soon as I say 41-year-old, every role I'm going to give me after that is for a whole man.
Ugh, typical Hollywood, right? And here's the tea. She was originally supposed to play Delilah in How Stella Got Her Groove Back, but somehow the part went to Whoopi Goldberg instead.
Wow, Delilah.
That was Whoopi Goldberg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what really went down, doesn't it? And then there's Phyllis and her spicy takes on love. Oh, you know Phyllis isn't one to hold back, especially when it comes to love and relationships.
We were together for 12 years.
Okay,
you know,
that's
so,
nice.
right.
And they're very strong, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And oh, have you heard about the time Phyllis had a stalker? Yes, you heard that right. A man was literally stalking her.
And he decided that he was going to have me. It wasn't even an agreed relationship.
Can you even imagine? The drama, the tension. It's like something straight out of a thriller. Lately, she's been making waves with her candid comments about Black women dating outside their race. And let's just say, it's got everyone talking.
For me, I think that if we really are honest about it, it's about status.
Some are cheering her on for keeping it real, while others think she's stirring the pot and causing drama in the community. Trailblazer or troublemaker? The jury's still out, but one thing's for sure. Phyllis knows how to keep us glued to the gossip. Did you hear about Phyllis and her self-image struggles? Shocking, right? Turns out even she wasn't immune to Hollywood's beauty pressures. In a rare and oh-so-vulnerable moment, Phyllis spilled the tea on her struggles with self-esteem and Hollywood's impossible beauty standards.
I never saw beauty reflected in my mirror image at that time.
Can you believe she felt overlooked for her looks early on? Instead of wallowing, though, she doubled down and became an overachiever in everything else. Fans were all in their feels, but the revelation also sparked major chatter about how Hollywood still struggles to embrace diverse beauty. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other insanely talented actresses are out there fighting the same uphill battle? And oh, her personal life drama? Phyllis has had more ups and downs than a soap opera, and the headlines can't get enough. From whispered about romances to public spats that have everyone talking, there's always something juicy brewing in her world. And let's not forget her tell-all moments about love and heartbreak, because who doesn't love a little star-studded relationship tea?
So I was in the clubs that were predominantly gay clubs, and I would see the so-called, these guys that I know that's hitting on my girl, trying to holler at my girlfriends. And
Phyllis's life is the gift that keeps on giving. But wait, while Hollywood might not have given Phyllis her flowers, she's been busy planting seeds elsewhere. Did you know she's an advocate for young artists and a motivational speaker? She's all about empowering the next generation, y'all. She even started her own production company to create opportunities for women and people of color. That's right. While Hollywood kept trying to sideline her, she made her own stage. Talk about a boss move. Now here's where it gets juicy. There's buzz that Phyllis is gearing up for a major comeback. She's been spotted at industry events, and insiders are saying she's got a few projects in the works. Could this be the renaissance we've been waiting for? Well, only time, they say, would tell. This American actress, comedian, and motivational speaker has a net worth of approximately $850,000. Phyllis Yvonne Stickney is not just an actress. She's a trailblazer, proof that talent always stands the test of time, and a cultural icon whose life is filled with fascinating stories.